The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in a cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised. Caution. You are now entering the all-consuming realm of Shay's Paranormal Chat, where the things that are better left unsaid are actually said.
Shut up and sit down.
You're listening to Shay's Paranormal Chat. Paranormal podcasting done Shay's way. Tons of fun.
Dude, seriously?
A bit sarcastic.
Hashtag investigator, not hunter.
But always real.
Hashtag data, not evidence.
Don't get your panties in a twist.
Oh my god, really?
This is real, raw conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Hello everybody, good evening, TGIF. Thank you for listening to Shay's Paranormal Chat tonight. This is a pre-recorded episode. Today for you guys is February 14th and I am taking the weekend off. So my very good friends Kim Purvis and Alison Robinson have joined me to do this pre-recorded show. So we hope you like it. Hey girls.
Hello.
So, are you guys excited? I know how much you love me.
We do love you. Just, you didn't call us assholes this time.
Yet. The show's not over.
Yet.
The show's not over, you know.
That is true. That is true. Not yet.
But, you know, when I say asshole like that, it's
you mean it?
A term of endearment. Like, you know.
Yes, I was going to say it's in a loving way.
It is.
If we didn't hear it, we wouldn't think you liked us.
No.
That's right.
If I'm
Are
calling
you
an
drinking a
asshole...
Bud Light?
Yes, but that's my koozie.
Oh.
If anybody's listening, this is actually Sunday early afternoon, like 3 weeks before the show is airing. So yes, I am drinking a Bud Light. Allison's drinking out of a wine bottle. So.
And Kim's got her big Pepsi.
She's got her Pepsi. Yep. Hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
So tonight I actually thought of a topic as we discussed, and I actually wrote down questions. I've been doing podcasts for how long now? Let's try to be professional for once. And Allison reminded me, you know that's not going to work, right? I'm like,
right.
Yeah, but we're going to try.
Okay.
Professional. What's that?
I write stuff down all the time too, but then I get sidetracked, and half the time I can't read what I wrote anyways.
Yeah, I've been there. So. All right, so tonight's topic is paranormal TV versus reality.
All right.
Bring it.
Do you guys watch paranormal TV?
I do some. If I have some downtime, I will. Certain shows, but I don't watch every single one of them.
How about you, Kim?
I watch some of them, but there's some I just don't. I've watched once and I haven't watched it again because I didn't like it.
Yeah. So, how about, we're not going to name the ones we don't like. I do that enough live on air, so. How about you name each of you name one of your favorites that you actually really like?
I think right now my favorite one is the new one with Grant and the Ghost Hunters because I like the way he's going at it this year.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
I've actually seen that one and I agree. Yeah, I do like it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really had time to sit down and, like, watch a whole bunch of them. I'm usually at the gym or something, so.
You're never home.
Or I'm passed out asleep because I'm old and I'm asleep by, like, 8 o'clock.
Hey, I get you there.
It's terrible. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm out. But then I don't sleep the rest of the night. That's I don't know.
You can think about it.
I'll think about it.
You can think about it. All right, how about this? What is it you like about Paranormal TV?
I have to say that some of them I like. Maybe some of the techniques that they do. You know, like the Estes method. Mm-hmm. That's something that I like to see. Them bringing that in. So, you know, or trying new things, but I mean, that's something that I like to see, them trying new things, like with the blindfold and then the headphones and seeing what they hear from the questions. That's something that we use. So I do like to see that. I can tell you a lot of things I don't.
That's going to be the next question, so hold that thought.
Okay.
I think the part I like now with Dead Files is that they're actually telling you on TV how these people can get help, and they're giving them the help they need, where before you never saw that, how they could get help. They had to go search for it themselves. Now they're relaying teams that could come in and help them with their problem that they find, which I like
Dead
that.
Files too. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I like watching new experiments. I like learning about history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really.
So that's what I like. Seeing the locations that you can't get to, So that's what I like. All right, here you go, Alison. What do you not like about Paranormal TV? And this is, just so anybody listening, we're talking about mainstream Paranormal TV. We're not talking on online stuff. We're talking cable TV.
Yep, exactly. Well, for one, and I kind of touched base on this when we had Josh on last week, or Thursday, with the music. Okay, they have that music playing, and then they're like, oh, I heard this. Did you hear that knock? I can't hear anything over your fucking music.
Yeah.
Hello? I can't hear nothing. I want to hear the stuff I want to, but you can't because they have that music playing. Like, you can't hear it like they might be able to or whatever.
Well, and the saddest part is they edit that music in. It's not playing while they're investigating.
Yeah. Right.
So they're putting it over what they want you to hear.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just dumb. Yeah. I mean, people want to hear that stuff. They want to, it's like, well, okay, I'm sitting here watching and they're playing this music and they're like, oh, did you hear that? Hear what? I hear music playing. Yeah. I mean, come on. I don't hear a damn thing. Yeah. And then also, let's see here. Some, like to over-exaggerate things too, or everything's a demon.
Oh, yeah.
I walk in and I'm possessed by a demon. Highly doubt that.
Look, it's a mosquito. It landed on me. It must be a demon.
It's a fly. There's a fly flying around me, and it's the middle of winter. It's a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, those sorts of things. I don't really care for that. I don't like embellishing it, I mean, I like, when you're out investigating, you're not always going to have something exciting. And people have to realize that. And so when you watch TV, sometimes they over-exaggerate that stuff. And sometimes I just like to see it be real. Like, actually out there, which, ghost hunters have done that in the past. They didn't have all that. But sit there, you may have a TV show and be like, well, why did I watch this? It's a waste or whatever. But that's literally how it is when you're investigating. You sit there for hours and you may get one EVP or you might not get a single thing. Exactly. That's just the reality of it.
Yep. I agree.
Kim?
I think you got me covered on that one, pretty much.
I agree. And people don't realize that these shows are there for days and days, if not weeks.
Exactly. Right. They are.
There's one big one that goes in weeks ahead of time, just the camera crew, and gets, all the background stuff. And,
right.
so it's not a matter of in this 1-hour show, we got these 8 things happening and 12 demons that showed up. That's not how it works in real life. So.
Yep. Nope. It's not.
But if they did it the way real ghost hunting is, they wouldn't have ratings and they wouldn't still be on TV.
That's true.
Yeah, well, these days, yes. That's why the original Ghost Hunters was really good, because if they got something, they got something. There's a lot of episodes you didn't see anything happen.
Right, exactly.
Because, it was closer to... They still have to condense it because they're still there 12 hours overnight or whatever.
Right.
But if you don't get something, you don't get something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, Kim, let's go with you first this time. Do you think Paranormal TV is hurting or helping the field?
I think it's hurting the field because of the stuff they got to do to get the ratings up and get the excitement going. But on the other hand, with the new equipment out, it's kind of helping people to look, do we really want that kind of equipment and stuff? You can make your own decision on the equipment. But otherwise, the ratings and stuff that they got to do to keep them on the show, and them running out of a building and stuff and saying it was a demon, I'm attacked, and I think it's hurting us.
Yep.
I do agree in some of that extent too. You can tell which ones are there and, really do enjoy the paranormal and, put the work and time in it. And there's others there that are just for the money. And then when they come to certain locations, then you're seeing people, oh, well, so-and-so is here. I'm going to take this because they might have touched it. We've seen that at Edinburgh. They put holes in the walls there. There's now all those old, in the cemetery, all those tombstones knocked over. Broke our hearts. Like, literally, it was terrible. Like,
it's disgusting.
Why the hell do people do that? And then they're like, oh, it's because, we're out here investigating the paranormal. And then that gives us a bad name. It's like, not all of us are like that. We're really not.
No.
And that's what I can't stand, when people's got to steal something out of somebody else's property because this person might have touched it and we want a souvenir.
Right, exactly.
I just can't stand that.
Yep.
Then buy one.
Yeah, exactly. Go buy it.
Go buy it.
And we've been to Paracons, and certain ones are real friendly with you and answer your questions on the paranormal. Then you get some that doesn't want the time of day, but they just want the money for their picture. Yeah. So it costs you $20 to have a picture with them.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all they're there for.
Exactly.
You can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they're authentic.
And there's some that are, not really, may not be in it a whole lot right now, but they're trying to maybe get back into it, and, they're in there just for the money because they're like, oh, I'm going to get ratings if I get on this because, paranormal's a hot thing right now. And I just think, personally, I think that's wrong because there's some of us there that are actually in it because we want to, understand these things. And, I could care less.
Yeah.
If
that's just like us doing this podcast. The only reason we did it was to meet new people and learn new ways of investigating. We might be doing something that they might be interested in. They might have something we're interested in we could try, and that's why we got into podcasting, just to meet new people.
Yep, exactly.
If anybody thinks you're gonna be a millionaire doing a podcast, they're wrong anyways.
I know. Yeah.
Because we have learned a lot from a lot of people just by talking to them in different ways and doing things and trying.
Yeah.
And sometimes they open your eyes to why you could be wrong, or why, no, how about look at it from this side? And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Let me rethink this.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. So, when you guys go to a new location, what is the first thing you guys do that the TV shows might not show you?
See, first we do the history on the place before we even go, to kind of get an idea of the place.
I try not to do much of that just because sometimes I like to walk in to get the feeling of the place. But the others do, but they don't.
We usually take the tour and leave Alison outside. That way she can do a walkthrough by herself to get the feeling of the place. But the others go get the history and stuff, and we usually write that stuff down, and then we send Alison in, and then we check our notes to see what she's coming up with and what they're coming up with, and if anything's different, then we kind of work on her more than what they have told us.
I think that's a great idea.
If she's getting a feeling in this certain room, but they're saying the activity's over in this other room, we'll go to that room first before we do anything to start there with her.
And a lot of times when, we'll do walkthroughs with the live feed, and a lot of times I'll walk with Gina, who some don't know, she's part of our group, but I'll walk with her, and she'll be kind of talking to people on the live feed, and I'll just kind of walk through the rooms and see if I feel anything, and if I do, then I'll kind of tell her what we're feeling. And that also kind of helps us figure out where we're going to set up, maybe if we're going to put out cameras that night, or where we might start first, and et cetera, just to see kind of how it goes.
What piece of equipment do you use every single time? I mean, obviously video and recorder you use, but is there an actual other piece of equipment that you use every single time?
Every single time we use our candles.
Yeah.
We take them with us where we go. We take the K2 and the millimeter to get a reading with the millimeter, and then with the K2 and check it out. And then always the necrophonics. We always use the necrophonics in our room.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Because we have the SB11. I had a really good SB7 box. I mean, it was clear and it worked really well until I broke the son of a bitch. So
you shouldn't throw it across the room.
I was just gonna. She read my mind. I was just gonna say that.
You really shouldn't. Yeah. And so now we have the SB11, but it's a hunk of junk.
The only thing I like on the SB11 is the REM pod. Otherwise, we hardly ever use the SB11.
Yeah.
And we don't take the SLS only once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We don't carry it with us all the time.
Is it because it's heavy?
Yeah. And it's hit the concrete one too many times. So
yeah.
we only take it out every so often.
Yep.
You gotta get a dolly for that thing, man, so it's safe.
No
you know,
kidding.
bungee cord it.
Well, I've got it on a tripod now that we use, so it's not so bad, but still it's so heavy to carry around all the time. So we just, once we get a lot of activity in a room, then we'll go, oh, we need to go get the SB7. Let's see what we can catch now, and then we'll bring it out. But
the SLS.
I mean the SLS.
Yeah. Do you guys use trigger objects?
Yep.
What do you
We use my little Maverick dog that lights up. It's like a K2.
It's like a Boo Buddy, but it's a dog, right?
Yep.
And I got Boo Buddy. We set out. And we take Hot Wheels. We take deck of cards, depending on the situation.
Ping pong balls, because we got
to roll. Ping pong balls that we take with us. And I got a fire truck I take every once in a while with us. It's got push buttons on it to make the sirens go. So, and you've got what kind of doll that you took, or your kids'?
Oh, I don't know what the hell it was called, but it was kind of scary. It was kind of squishy, and you would just kind of squeeze it and make all kind of beep, 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 beep noises and light up and stuff. I don't remember what they were called, but it was really weird. I think it's hidden in the closet.
We're going to start taking a Simon with us and see if they'll push those kind of
Simon
buttons.
Says?
Yeah.
The round toy?
Yep.
Oh, that's
and
a good
then
idea.
We got some other ideas in mind, but we're not going to reveal just yet that we're going to try simple game type things.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys were listening last Wednesday. I know Kim was. I don't know if she was in it for this part. Oh, yeah, you were. You said you're going to try it. I don't know if you told Alison.
That's one of the things we're going to try.
Oh, the flashcard thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot John did that, and that's a good idea.
But I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to write out questions and keep them in a folder. And then when we're doing the Estes method, I'm going to set Alison behind me, looking away from me.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to set out a question, not even say it, and see if she can come up with an answer from the machine and see if they'll read it.
See?
Try it that way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's your own little spin. That's a good idea.
That way, if she comes up with an answer, well, there's the question. And then every time we use them, we'll just pull them out random. There's not going to be no certain order we pull them out.
Yeah,
and
so
that way.
Just shuffle them.
Yep.
Talking about trigger objects. Do you guys remember, not the first time Kim was on my show, but the first time you two were on the show together? Mm-hmm. And we were talking about the Boo Buddy and that type of stuff, which Nicole does have a Boo Junior. But right after that show, because we were talking, and I'm like, they're so damn expensive. Why can't I just rip open a stuffed animal, put the K2 in, or I said, why can't I just duct tape the K2 to the back of the teddy bear or whatever?
Right.
So my sister had this big bullfrog and actually did that, the stomach see-through. So the K2 is on the inside. And we still use it. His name's Jeremiah. She does not approve of the name, but I love going, Jeremiah was the bullfrog. Yeah.
I know.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
was just, when you said Jeremiah, that song was going through my head.
Yeah, and that's why I do it every time. I think she is almost used to the name now. Let's see, what else do I got? Do you guys think that objects can be haunted?
Well, after the doll flying, my opinion on that is, yeah.
All right, let me rephrase, though. Let me try this. Do you think the actual object is haunted, or do you think something's just attached to the object for whatever reason?
I think maybe it was attached.
I think it's attached. Yeah, I agree.
Some people think, like, when they say a haunted object, like, the spirit of this person is stuck in the doll, like Chucky or Annabelle, or Do you think it's more of they're attached to it?
There's more of an attachment. Sometimes there's certain objects I think that may have been somebody's prized possession, and maybe they are still drawn to it, and so maybe they do attach themselves to that. That's kind of my feeling. I don't know if something's actually like haunted, but I think something could be attached to an object.
I agree.
Just like the doll flying, we could have pissed something off, and it could have thrown it at us just for being mad at us or something.
Mm-hmm. But also that doll just gave bad vibes because we were there that 2 weeks before, and her head moved on us.
Yeah, it landed on my arm.
Yeah, that was creepy. But
fun.
Yeah, I know.
So we knew it had.
Gotta say this at least once every time you guys bring the doll up. It is the scream heard around the world.
I know.
I know. I just watched that video last night too.
That's funny.
I don't think I can recreate that.
No, you can't.
I don't think anybody could try to scare me to recreate it either.
I wasn't even watching live. Somebody told me about it, and I had to go back and watch it again. Not again. I had to go find it and watch it because they're like, no, you really got to check this out. I was like, oh.
The thing was, I watched it last night, and I'm going, we're so amazed, and we're watching this ball go around the door, and that's all we were talking about. And then next thing we know, Allison's screaming.
I just wish I would have had more cameras at the time, because literally we didn't have any of our cameras up there. I was just filming off of Kim's phone, doing her live feed like I usually do, and I wish we would have had more angles. It would have been really cool, but son of a biscuit next time.
But, like they always say, the more cameras you have, nothing will happen, too.
True.
You just never know.
Oh, yeah.
And we weren't paying attention to the doll at that time.
No, we weren't even talking. We were talking about that ball. We were more interested in how that ball missed that door and came to you guys.
Yep.
That is, so on Valentine's Day, you guys will have to reshare that video sometime after 8 o'clock Eastern, so people that are listening can go find it easier.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
On REP Paranormal Busters.
Yep.
That's the page you guys want to look for. You got to check out this video.
Definitely.
Yep.
I think it's on YouTube too. I think Josh posted it on YouTube.
I don't know.
Probably.
Pretty sure he did.
We'll have to check that out. All right, here's a good one. Is there a piece of equipment and or technique that you used to use that you don't anymore because you either don't like it anymore or you learned, this doesn't really work, or...
Well, we don't use the DVR system anymore as much. It's because I don't have time to go through so much footage by myself anymore.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'd go over to Kim's and we'd be sitting here.
We got 8 cameras usually going on the
8
DVR.
times 8 is 64 hours.
Yeah, and if Alison can't come over, it's me going by myself.
It's usually about 10 to 12 hours long per camera because we set it up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Usually runs, at least from 7 at night to 7 in the morning at least. If we're allowed to stay that late.
We don't tear it down till we're ready to go.
Yep. That's a lot of footage.
And I just can't go through that much footage by myself anymore and try to catch anything. It's like, did I see what I see? And then you're rewinding and oh no, I can't find it now. And it's good to have a couple pairs of eyes on it than just one person. So we don't use it too much unless like we're going to the Cambry house. We'll probably since it's our first time there, we might set it up. But when we go back to a place like
and maybe set some up. At Sumner.
Yeah, the Sumner School, because we've never been there before. But now that we go to Melbourne and Edinburgh so many times, we don't even take it with us anymore.
Yeah. It's hard work. That's the other thing people don't realize. They see it on TV and it looks so fun. It's expensive and it's hard.
And I finally got my deadlight for my camera, so now we can use my video camera.
Oh, nice.
So I finally got it paid for and got it sent to me, so now I just got to buy the batteries. Which aren't cheap either.
No, none of it is. None of the equipment's cheap.
Nope.
So,
no, because you figure you go through so many batteries. Well, we go through probably, let's see, I buy the biggest thing of
that
triple
one time
A.
I bought 16 batteries, and I think we went through almost that whole package one time.
We went through 2 packages of the AAAs because a lot of the stuff takes AAAs.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've only got a few things that take the AAs. So we go through a lot of batteries.
I know. You have to.
And then only buy that kind.
Yep.
So, you might make $1 here or there.
That's true.
I have trouble affording batteries, never mind the stock in batteries, so.
And we've tried the cheap batteries,
but
you go through more.
Yeah, they don't last.
Go through more. So I usually wait till Duracell or Eveready's on sale at Menards. Eric, we gotta go buy batteries. They're on sale.
Yeah,
we got it hunt in 2 weeks.
Yeah. What is the best piece of data you would say you guys ever collected? Like, if you could only show one thing to a skeptic to be like, what do you think of this? What would it be? You can each have separate answers if you want. It doesn't have to be. It's a tough question, huh?
Yeah.
Mine would be my middle finger. I'd be like, I'm buying you time here, being myself here.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a hard question.
Gosh dang, I have a couple. I don't know. I do like the one. We've had some really good EVPs, but from our very first investigation, when we went to Villisca and Kim was in the house by herself, the rest of us were out in that barn, and she was downstairs, and you could hear her playing on the piano, and she was talking, and she was asking who was there with her. She said, Lena, are you here? And then, she goes, Herman, are you here? And then you hear, Herman. It's a little kid whispering, and you hear it clear as day say Herman. Like, it literally answered her.
But I didn't hear it when I was in there.
And I didn't even know it was there until I put it on Kim's I put it on her computer, and I had it on the organizer. I was going through listening to things, and actually, my daughter's the one who heard it. She fell off the bar stool, and she goes, "That makes it Herman!" She freaked out. She's like, "I'm done."
Funny.
But, I mean, that one was pretty good because it was, like, literally answering her.
Yeah.
She was asking who was here, and she said a couple names, and it told
It's
her
an
Herman.
intelligent answer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's hard to even, because if you got a skeptic, they're going to put it down no matter what.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What you say and how you prove it to them.
Right.
Yep.
But my favorite part was when nobody was at Farrar, one of our first ones.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting upstairs in the auditorium, and I'm watching I sit down by the DVR and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get on the walkie-talkie, and I tell them they need to go to the boiler room. The candle just came on by itself.
I do remember that, yeah.
And then it went off. Then it came back on and stayed on. So we went down to check it, and it was twisted on so hard, we couldn't almost get it off.
Yeah.
That's how tight they tightened it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that was my favorite part at Farrar, because there was nobody down there. There was nobody could have turned it on, because I was sitting there watching it come on and off, and then it came back on, and like I said, it was tightened so tight that we couldn't even get it off.
Yeah.
I broke the light bulb just to get it off. That's how tight it was.
Wow.
I forgot about that one, but yeah, that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I love it when those candles come on and go right back off when you tell them to.
Right.
But we've had a couple of times at Farrar, they went off and on, and then all of a sudden they come on, and then they don't go off, and then you go to twist them, and they are so tight you can't hardly twist them off.
Right. Yep.
It takes some power.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something simply done.
Huh.
No, it's not.
While I'm thinking of my next question, let's get to Darren's. What's the one object in the whole world you would never want to be haunted?
Oh, shit. Oh, man. I don't know. You know, I try to think of these things, and I listen to other people's things, and I'm like, man, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's great. Like, what is one thing? I probably wouldn't want my car to be haunted. Just for the fact that I've already been in enough accidents, I don't need a haunted car to, like, seal the deal for me. I'm just saying. Like, I always say that's probably the way I'm going to go.
It wouldn't be like Knight Rider. It wouldn't be like Kit.
It wouldn't be like that. It'd probably be something terrible, and it would be...
It'd be like Christine.
Yeah, probably.
How about you, Kim?
I'm thinking. And I hear this question every show, and it's like, I always have an answer
until they ask you. Right? That's how I'm like, I have a good one. But then I'm like, they ask me, and I'm like, I don't know.
I'm like deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Kind of look like, oh.
Well, I would say probably my forklift at work. Because my dock is just probably a half a foot on both sides where I've got to back around to even, and if I go off, I'm dead. You know, so I hope my forklift never gets haunted when I'm trying to load semis.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Can you imagine if her forklift got haunted and your car got haunted and they got together and they made like forking cars? Sorry.
That was great. That was great.
Drive.
You guys would be in-laws for sure.
But that's one thing I worry about when I'm driving that forklift, not to go off that dock, and it's like, I only got one set of eyes, and I can only turn every so often, and it's like, please don't go off. I went off once. One wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm laying on the brakes. I got the emergency brake on. They're trying to find chains to pull me back up, and I'm going, please don't go over.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, jeez. That's not good.
No.
It's like driving, if the dock's wet, it's like driving on ice.
Yep.
it slides more than anything.
Oh, all right. Here's a good one. I'm going to ask the first one, and you can answer with a yes or no. It's leading to a second one.
Okay.
Do you guys provoke? Negatively provoke?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
What do you do if you're with somebody that does?
What would I do if I was somebody that provoked, or,
No.
or with somebody?
With somebody.
Does.
I would probably actually say something to them. Or, like, say, hey, can you please not do that? Can you be respectful? Or I would just probably go to a different area, just depending on who the person was and if I thought they would get too aggressive with me or whatever. Because I don't have to bring out the guns, because I got big guns here. I don't have to bring those out and beat shit out of somebody.
I'd probably do the same thing, ask them, and if they refuse, then move on and say, I'm not going to investigate with you if you're going to do this. And
Right.
Do you guys ever, because that's, we don't have too many people that investigate with us, but when they do, we make it clear. We do not do this, we don't do that. We say the fuck word all day long, and
Oh, yeah.
but
Right.
being negative and stuff like that,
Right.
we're like,
Right.
this is
No, and I think the teams that we have been with, they kind of know our style, and so
I've
they
never
don't.
had it happen, so.
I haven't had anybody really provoke when we're with them in like our own like little investigations like that.
I don't even think I've had it happen during a public. I don't go to many public, but I've been to a few. I don't think it's ever happened during a public one either.
I don't remember having it happen at Farrar with the public ones. Anyway, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but usually Kim and I kind of wander off on our own.
Yeah. Here's a good one since we're talking Paranormal TV. Have you guys met any Paranormal TV celebrities? And if so, who's your favorite?
Oh,
that you met.
That we have met?
Yeah. You can name you can name a few if you want.
Well,
Okay.
I've got several that I've met that I liked.
Don't name the ones you don't like. Yeah.
Grant Wilson, very nice.
Very nice, very helpful.
Very knowledgeable. Dave Schrader, hilarious. Met him, great. Met Jeff Blanger. He's awesome too. Very nice. They were down to earth. He invited us to an after party
That we couldn't go to.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say they were all very nice.
Mine was Grant, of course. Amy and Adam, we met same time we met Grant, and they were all helpful. I can even message them, and they'll still help me nowadays if I have a question. And John Zaffis.
I met him. He's a great guy.
Very
nice.
Very great guy.
I met him a couple times.
And the guys aren't on TV anymore, but they still investigate. The Bama Boys.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They used to be in Deep South Paranormal, but they went on their own. Two of them did.
They were awesome.
They were awesome, and we had a great time with them. And let's see. She's into the paranormal, but she's not really. Joelle, I can't think of her last name. She used to go out with Josh Gates.
Yeah, I can't remember.
On his paranormal stuff.
Yeah, you're close. Yeah.
I don't have my phone with me, but yeah, she was very nice and very nice to talk to and down home.
Does she have dark hair?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. I can't remember. It's
JL De Pablo or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I would love to meet Josh Gates.
Yeah.
That would be cool to meet.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I haven't met that many. Steven Tango. John Zaffis, Ghost Brothers.
See, I'm jealous that you met the Ghost Brothers.
Yeah.
Fucking funny as hell.
Oh my gosh.
We've met Elizabeth Saint and Star.
Yeah. No. I don't do too many public events. So.
Well, a lot of them we met at. We went to Paracon in Minnesota.
Oh yeah. Let's Anything you guys want to talk about while I'm looking?
What do we want to talk about? Well, let's see here. Well, we do have an investigation coming up.
Yes, we
finally.
Oh,
February,
Yes, just
February 28th. No, 29th.
It's the 29th.
29th. 2
29th.
days after my birthday.
Yeah.
where you going?
Going to Malvern.
Nice.
But we're going with creeps.
Oh,
Me
good.
and
Adam and
Alec.
Alec. I knew it was another A, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Alex, but it's with a C.
It's Alec. Yep. So I'm super excited for that.
I can't wait.
Because, let's see. We have been challenged in a dart match
Before we go investigating.
before we investigate. And so we're going to do that. And I went out and bought some new darts. So I'm ready. Bring it. Let's
Bring
go.
it.
We're going to kick some ass.
Yes. Now I gotta see who wins this. Gotta make sure you tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. We'll be posting
You have
if we beat them.
if we beat them, yeah.
So if I don't see a post, I'll assume you lost.
yeah.
Too funny. What else you got? You guys have anything else coming up? It's that time of year where people are either slowing down or starting back up. So
Yeah,
Well,
I got
let's
the calendar right here.
Here.
On February the 20th, we got a very good guest coming on our show. Sean Austin from Ghost Loop. He'll be on our show.
very cool.
Then in March, our first investigation with the group is at the Granger House.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get the kitty to come out.
Maybe. Tell Sarah I said hello.
Oh, yes, we will.
Love her.
I know. She's awesome.
And then we don't have any more investigations till June.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't get in some places.
Yeah.
I'm still on my time off. So,
Yeah.
we went to the Cabin on 360 in November.
Yep. I did
We've
see
done,
that. That's
a
pretty cool.
couple other things, but it's still my downtime. Hopefully, I'll feel more up to it this spring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
And this year's going to be a light year for us anyway, because Alison's got to pay for her daughter to go to Europe, so we can't go to too many places.
Going to like Italy and all that, so yay.
We can switch. I'll pay for Europe. You pay for Kate's tuition.
No, I'd rather pay for Europe.
My daughter went to France and Barcelona her senior year. So.
Oh, yeah. I've been to Spain, different places in Spain. Barcelona was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
Costa del Sol is my favorite place, though. It was right on the beach. It was amazing.
I've only been in the United States. I haven't been anywhere else. Oh, Canada. I've been to Canada and Mexico, but other than that, no.
The only place I've been out of the country is Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So today is February 14th for you guys listening. Next week we have Rebecca Williamson on with another Ghost Hunting 101 episode. And that's the 21st. On February 28th, we will be talking about vampires.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, all right. I think that is it. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day. I need that Friday off, and I could have skipped, but I'm like, I need to have the girls on again, so I figured this would be.
Yeah. Anytime.
Yes, anytime. Well, you know us. We're always game.
Yep. Exactly.
Thank you for listening, and for all things Paranormal Buzz Radio related, check out our website at paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram.